Now, before moving on and talking about the other security domains such as the disposable and the vault, in this lecture, I want to talk about another task that is very essential and that you'll probably need to do often. This task is basically installing software. So if you look at the machines that we have right now, for example, the personal or even the work machine, they don't really have a lot of software. We have Firefox, we have the files manager, a terminal, and that's pretty much it. We don't have a word editor, we don't have Pigeon, for example, for instant messaging, and so on. So you can do the simple tasks such as opening images, playing music and videos, and accessing the internet, but anything outside of that, you'll probably need to install software to do that. Now, as we do this, you'll also get a better understanding on the structure of cubes, and you'll have a better understanding of the template virtual machines, the ones that we have right here. Now, as I said before, the template virtual machines are machines that you're not supposed to use to run your day-to-day tasks. These are machines which the other machines, such as the domains that we have here, are based off. Keep going through this lecture and you will understand exactly what I mean. So, right now I have my work machine running right here. As you can see, I have my file manager. And as we've seen before, if we store stuff within our home directory, so we are in home right now, as you can see, and anything we store in here will be persistent and will be maintained after we restart or shut down the domain or the virtual machine. But if you store anything outside of this, which is where applications, libraries, and packages get installed, they get installed outside of your home directory. Anything that gets installed outside of the home is not persistent. So every time you restart or shut down the computer, anything outside of the home directory goes back to its original state. This is done for security reasons. For example, if someone manages to hack into this domain and they install some malware that will start every time you start your computer, this will automatically be removed because it will be installed outside of this home directory. So anything outside of the home goes back to its original state every time you restart or shut down the computer. This original state is stored in your template virtual machine. So let me show you. If we go here to the cubes and we click on the cube manager, you'll get a program similar to a task manager. And in here, you'll see all of the cubes, all of the virtual machines that you have. And it'll show you important information about each one of these machines. Now again, you'll notice the domains are the ones that have colors in here, and these are the ones that we use for our day-to-day tasks. And then we have the template and the system virtual machines in black. Now, you'll notice for each of these domains, for example, for the personal, in the template column, it's telling us what template it's running or what operating system it's running. So you can see the personal is running Fedora 30. You can see the untrusted, the sysnet, the work, all of them run the template that is called Fedora 30. Now Fedora is a Linux operating system, and basically each one of these virtual machines or security domains are based on the Fedora 30 template. So when we start the work virtual machine, it uses the Fedora 30 template, so we can see the Fedora 30 in here. It creates a virtual machine that uses this virtual machine as a template, and the only thing that it replaces is the home directory. So the only thing that it replaces is what we see in here, which are the user files that they use in their day-to-day tasks. Now, because every time we start the computer, it pulls everything outside of the home from the template virtual machine, this means that if we install software on the template virtual machine, it will be installed on all of the virtual machines that use this template as a template. So if I install Pigeon, for example, in my Fedora 30 template, work, personal, untrusted, all of these virtual machines use the Fedora 30 as a template, and therefore all of these virtual machines will automatically have this software installed on them. Now, this can also be dangerous because keep in mind, if you install malware on your template virtual machine, all of the other virtual machines based on this template will inherit the malware. So you want to be very careful on what you install on your template virtual machine. Now, as an example, I actually want to install LibreOffice, which is a program that allows us to open the different Office files in Linux, because I want to open this Word file in future lectures. So I want to be able to use LibreOffice in my work domain, and based on this, we know work is based on the Fedora template. Therefore, we're going to install LibreOffice on Fedora 30, and it will automatically be available for all of the other virtual machines that use the Fedora 30 as their template. Now, before doing so, before going and installing anything on this, we need to enable networking on this virtual machine, because by default, to improve its security, the template virtual machines are not configured to be connected to the internet. So you can right click and go to settings, you can click on the icon in here, or you can go from the top left, go to the template virtual machine and click on the cube settings, not its settings. So we're going to enter the cube setting, the virtual machine setting, and what we want to do is modify the networking. As you can see, by default it's set to none, and we want to set this to sysnet so that it gets connected to the internet. We're going to click on OK. And now we're ready to go and install software on this virtual machine. So again, we're going to the top left, we're going to go to the virtual machine, and we're going to click on the software in here to launch the software manager. Now, first of all, this will start the Fedora 30 template virtual machine, and then only when it starts, it'll launch the software manager. So similar to starting any application within any virtual machine. So now you can look for the program that you want to install from the list here, or you can click on the search and search for it. So I'm just going to search for Office. And the program that I want to install is LibreOffice Writer. So we're going to click on it and click on Install. So it's very intuitive and very similar to installing software on most operating systems. Now you want to give this some time depending on your machine. Sometimes, again, it seems like it's stuck at one stage, but it's not, it's loading. So just be patient with it, and once it's done, you'll have the software installed. Perfect, now the installation is complete. So right now we have installed this software, the LibreOffice Writer, on the Fedora 30 virtual machine. So I'm going to close my software manager, and I don't want to use this virtual machine anymore because, like I said, we don't use the template virtual machines for our daily use. Therefore, we're just going to go to my cubes and I'm going to shut it down. Now you'll notice we have a new icon in here beside all of the virtual machines that use the Fedora as its template. And if we hover over this icon, you'll see that it's telling us that once our template is stopped, once we shut down the Fedora machine, the changes that we made to the template will be reflected on these machines because these machines use the Fedora as their template. Now I'm also going to go ahead and turn off my work computer. So the software that I installed should be available in my work and in all of the other machines that use Fedora as a template. So let's go ahead and start my work. And I'm just going to go to my file manager. And I'm going to go to my downloads because I've already downloaded a Microsoft Word document in here just for testing. So let's right click this and open with LibreOffice Writer. As you can see, we have a new option in here. This wasn't available. This is only available because we installed Office Writer, and the only reason why it's available in Work because Work uses the Fedora 30 as its template, and since we installed this in the template, it's going to be available to all virtual machines that are based on this template, such as the Work virtual machine or the Work domain. So if I click on this, it'll load the program and I'll be able to read this document. Now, one last thing that I want to show you before we wrap this up, I'm going to close this. And if I go in here and go to my work, you can see that I have some of the programs that are installed in the work domain, in the work virtual machine, such as the files, Firefox, and my terminal. But I still don't see the LibreOffice Writer, which is what I just installed. So it'll be really nice if I have it here and I'll be able to access it directly from here so that it'll automatically start the work domain and then from there launch the Office Writer, similar to what happens if I just click on Firefox. Now doing this is very simple. Again, we're going to go back to our Cubes Manager. We're going to click the machine that we want to modify, which is my work in this example. We're going to click on its settings in here. And we're going to go to Applications. And this will list all of the applications available on this virtual machine. We're going to click on Refresh Applications first to get a list of all of the applications available. This will have to start the template in the background, as you can see. And it will automatically shut it down once the refresh is done. And then in here on the left side, we have all of the programs installed on the work virtual machine. So we're going to look for the program that we want to add to the menu that we have in here. So I'm going to scroll down and you can see I have my LibreOffice Writer in here. So I'm just going to click on the right arrow and we have LibreOffice added now in here. So I'm going to click on OK. And now if I go to my menu and go to work, you'll see that I have a new entry for the program that I picked, and I can just simply click this from here to start LibreOffice whenever I want. So if the virtual machine is running, this will instantly start the program. If the virtual machine is off, it'll first start an instance of my work virtual machine, and then it'll automatically launch the program that I selected, which is LibreOffice in this case. So that's it for this lecture. Now you know how to install software in Cubes and use it in the different domains. So you can use this to install any program you want, not only LibreOffice, whether you want to install Pigeon or any other software that we used before or any other software that you're used to. You can follow the exact same steps to install it on Cubes and then make it available to any domain or to any virtual machine within your Cubes installation.